Alice, it's Miss Young. I have another book to read to you. This book is titled Lincoln's Big Choice, and it's written by Lorraine and Lawrence Washington and illustrated by Kyle Fleming. As I read this story, I want you to be thinking about, why does LJ make that choice? Why does Lincoln make that choice? Why does LJ make that choice? Lincoln, his name is also LJ, was so excited that both his busy parents, Laurel and Chef, made it to back to school night. Hurry up! I see 3 seats up front, said LJ. Thank you for coming to back to school night. I am Baba Miller, and this is 6th grade social studies, said the teacher with a quick smile. I am excited to tell you about your student's first assignment. Each student will be expected to interview several people about their career, the educational requirements, salary, and why they love what they do. Each student will do an oral presentation on their research. I can't wait to see what your students present, said Baba Miller. Welcome to the living room, said Mr. Sunny as he leaned into the microphone. LJ was so excited he could barely sit still as he kicked Chef under the table. Chef tells me you want to interview me, young man, said Mr. Sunny. Yes, sir. Can you please tell me about your career in broadcasting, labor unions, and the NBA? Asked LJ. Now, you just said a mouthful, son. What I will say is that in my experience, what you love is what you're good at. Let's start by giving you a tour of the studio, and I'll answer all of your questions, stated Mr. Sunny. Thank you so much, Mr. Sunny. I brought you lunch and homemade rolls and butter that my dad and I made for you, LJ proudly exclaimed. Thank you, homemade rolls? Mr. Sunny smiled. How was the living room? Asked Granddaddy later that night. It was great, Granddaddy. Mr. Sunny knows everything and has amazing stories. It was so much fun hanging out with him and Chef. But I don't think a career in entertainment is for me, stated LJ. Chef is going to visit Mr. Harry's trade school. If you finish up the dishes, I'm sure you can ride along, said his mom. Yes, please. Chef, wait for me. I want to visit Mr. Harry, said LJ as he hurried up to finish his chores. Okay, you have 20 minutes, yelled Chef. Chef is his dad. Welcome to TIAA, buddy. Please put on this hard hat, said Mr. Harry. Now your dad says you have questions about being a master electrician and having your own business. I don't have all the answers, but I do know what you love is what you're good at, said Mr. Harry. Thank you for your time, said LJ as he adjusted his hard hat and pulled out his notebook and began going over his list of questions. Mr. Harry, my dad and I made you lunch, said LJ as he handed Mr. Harry a brown bag. Thanks, buddy. I was hoping you would bring me some of your good cooking. Let's hurry up. We have a class getting started, said Mr. Harry. What do you think LJ is going to choose for his project, his big choice? Why does he choose what he ends up choosing? Let's see. Good afternoon, Granddaddy and Gigi, said LJ as he got back into the car later in the afternoon. How was your visit with Mr. Harry? Asked Granddaddy. Mr. Harry is awesome and his school and business are super cool, but I'm really scared about getting shocked. I don't think being an electrician would be a good job for me, LJ said with a straight face. Both his grandparents burst out laughing. Gigi looked over her shoulder and said, LJ, remember, what you love is what you are good at. You will figure it out. So, are you going to help the chef during his off-site catering event? Asked Granddaddy. Yes, I am. Can you please drop me off at Martha's place? Asked LJ. We're here. Have fun, said Gigi as she pulled into the parking lot of Martha's place. Thank you for the ride. By the way, Chef and I baked some sugar-free cookies last night. We left them in the cookie jar for you. Love you, yelled LJ as he rushed inside to find Chef. LJ, over here, waved Chef. I want to introduce you to my clients, Judge Lori, Mr. John, and Mr. Randy. They're hosting this political roundtable, stated Chef. Hi, thank you for agreeing to be a part of my career project, LJ nervously responded. No problem, young man, said Mr. John. We love what we do, added Mr. Randy. And we love to talk about it even more, joked Judge Lori. For the next 30 minutes, LJ engaged in intense conversation with the three of them as they filled him in on the world of politics and criminal justice. Finally, the guest of honor arrived, and LJ made his way to the kitchen where he found Chef. How'd it go, son? Asked Chef. It was good, Dad, but I don't know if I really like the world of political science or criminal justice. It's interesting, just not for me, explained LJ. Another late night. Laurel and Nicole, questioned Chef as he and LJ walked into the kitchen. The life of an entrepreneur never ends, exhaled Laurel, LJ's mom, shaking her head. It's tax season and we are extremely busy with new clients. But when you love what you do, it's not work, added Miss Nicole, Laurel's business partner. Mom, I bought you and Miss Nicole a plate home from the event. Let me heat it up for you, said LJ. LJ, would you like to travel with Miss Nicole and I tomorrow? We need to drop off payrolls to some clients, and then we will have lunch with Chef, said Laurel. Okay, but first, enjoy your dinner, said LJ as he handed his mom and Miss Nicole their dinner. Mom, thanks for letting me ride along. Where are we going today? Asked LJ. We have a lot to do today, said Miss Nicole. We will drive by a house that Patrick and Rafiki are refinishing together. Then we will swing by Dream, Motive Create, which is a daycare center owned by Dominique. We have to stop at Ed's mechanic shop, the gym where Tracy is a trainer, the hospital to visit Uncle Chef during Nurses Week, and the science lab to see Mr. Wayne. Terry's doing a photo shoot for Miss James, a business consultant, and Miss Judy, an author. Finally, we will have a late lunch with your dad at his restaurant, said Laurel. She grabbed her keys, purse, and laptop, and they headed out the door. So many different things for them to do. Welcome to JW's, a table for four, joked Miss Lily, Chef's business partner, as they entered his busy restaurant. How's your project coming along, LJ? Asked Chef as he walked the group to their table. It is great. I met so many people and they all took the time to answer my questions. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do for my project. Can I hang out in the kitchen? Asked LJ. Sure, but try and stay out of the way. Why don't you go help Todd with the dishes? Suggested Chef. LJ happily ran to help Todd. LJ found Todd at the sink, his hands deep in the dishwasher. For the next hour, LJ chatted with him about sports, the restaurant, school, and LJ's project. After LJ explained that he still hadn't decided what to do on his project Todd told him, find what you love, and you will never have to feel like you're working. Chef came to the kitchen to get LJ. Todd thanked LJ for his help and reminded him what they had talked about. LJ excitedly rushed to his room. What do you think he's going to do? What is he going to choose? It was a day filled with so much information and so many interesting people. Everyone he spoke to really loved what they did, and all were so excited to talk about their careers. Patrick spoke about going to college. Mr. Harry said college is not for everyone. Miss Lily spoke about great partnerships. Uncle Jeff spoke about non-traditional job roles. Miss Tracy and Miss Nicole spoke about working for themselves. And Mr. Sunny spoke on using one thing to fuel your real passion. But the one thing they all said was, what you love is what you're good at. Then, just like that, LJ knew what he needed to do his project on. What do you think LJ loves? What do you think he's going to choose? Go ahead and make a prediction. What do you think? LJ decided that what he loved most of all was cooking. He loved how much joy his food brought others. One day he wanted to be an executive chef in his own restaurant like his dad and be a business owner like his mom. What you love truly is what you're good at. The end. And then in this book, there's a career day project where you can actually fill it out, what the job title is, all the things. And then there's a recipe for LJ's silver dollar pancakes. So LJ had a really big choice to make in this story. And I asked you to think about, why do you think LJ chose or made the choice that he made? Why do you think LJ made the choice that he made? So I know I'm asking you a motivation question, so you should be thinking about, what did LJ want, need, or feel? Why did he make that choice? This was a really good book. Can't wait to see what you guys think about why he made that choice. What lesson was the author trying to teach us in this story? All right, friends. I really enjoyed that. I'll see you next time. Bye.